Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon. I'm Commander Krim, and welcome to another KrimKast. Today, I'm casting my Krim into the beyond. I don't know what I mean by that. It was something that came to my head just now within the last 2 seconds. I'm not even sure if it's a funny comment, if it has any kind of innuendo behind it, or any of the above. So we're just going to move past that and move on to the subject matter. I'm doing another tier list today, and I'm doing one for video game franchises. There's a pretty large number of franchises here. Most of them I recognize by just seeing the title. Most of them I probably have never played, so that's going to be kind of unfair. But very similar to the Final Fantasy tier list that I did for episode 1, I think, or episode 2. We're going to do kind of the same thing here. Very similar setup. We're going to have gold, silver, platinum, gold, silver, bronze, trash, which games series I didn't care for, and then not played and not interested in playing. So that's going to be the plan for this episode. And then for those watching on the live stream, after we're done with this, we're going to jump into episode 2 of Rage. I was kind of up in the air about which one I wanted to play today. I didn't know if I wanted to do more Rage or if I wanted to start BioShock. But since I already did start playing Rage, I don't really like leaving things unfinished. I mean, I know I left Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2 unfinished, but we're not going to get into that conversation. So I'd like to get through a series before I move on to another game, right? I just kind of, when I want to do that, even though I really do want to play BioShock, so we might do that after Rage. We'll just have to see. Either way, the tier list for today is, like I said, right there. Actually, it's not right there. It is right there. There it is. Like Darth says, professional streamer. Yeah, we're doing a tier list of the of video game franchises. So, these are just a bunch of franchises of video games. I assume these are a franchise including a series of games. So, I assume in other words it means more than one game exists in this franchise. That's just my guess here. So, we got, like I said, platinum, gold, silver, bronze, trash, want to play, haven't played, and not interested in playing. So let's get started on this. Actually, let's get some music going here too, so it's not just my annoying voice going on. Get some background fun. Pull up the good old playlist of random video game music, which is mostly RPG music, but who really keeps paying attention? Okay. Minimize that. Alright. Pokemon Steve is part of the main Pokemon franchise. It's not a snip-off like, say, Pokemon Snap. Okay. Let's see if we can zoom this out a little bit here so we can see more stuff. I know it's going to small for you guys, but I guess I can always do this too. There we go. Full screen. There we go. Okay, first one up is the Super Mario. I assume we're referring to the Super Mario 1, 2, 3, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, the platformer version of Super Mario. I don't hate them. They are platformers, and I'm kind of rough at them. I do want to play Super Mario 64 at some point on stream, so I'll put it in a goal. I don't think they're bad games. I don't think they're bad games at all. I wouldn't say Super Mario RPG would count because it's not necessarily a platformer. It's an RPG. Because we have other Mario-related stuff here, but I guess kind of would be the same. Even though there is Super Mario Maker here. Mario Kart, haven't played, but I would like to. Mario Party, definitely would like to play. Yeah, I would divide the genre of Super Mario RPG from the rest of the Super Mario franchise because it's not, it's not the same. It's an RPG in the Super Mario universe. It's not a Super Mario game. That's what I feel the difference is. It's like Dirge of Cerberus, for example, is, while in the Final Fantasy VII universe, it's not a Final Fantasy VII RPG. It's a third-person Devil May Cry clone in the Final Fantasy VII universe. It's a third-person shooter, not an RPG. I've never actually played any of the Dr. Mario games, so I'm not really that interested in them. I mean, unless somebody can really give me a reason that they're, worth playing, I haven't really found a desire to play it. So that's going to go in the not interested category. I know I've got these actually separated by have not played and not interested, as opposed to like the Final Fantasy list. The difference being, obviously, I haven't played them, but I want to, or not interested meaning I just have no desire to play it. Dr. Mario is fun if you like Tetris. Yeah, we all know how much I just love Tetris. I almost hate it more than Fortnite. Almost. Not quite, though. Mario Tennis. I've never actually played a Mario Tennis game. Actually, I should put Mario Kart and Mario Party to the want to play, because I do want to. Mario Tennis, I would put it under the have not played, but I wouldn't want to put it under want to play, because I haven't really, I've never really seen like much gameplay of it. I mean, I know what it is, it's a tennis game, but I wouldn't say not interested, so it's like halfway in between those. Super Mario Maker, I really have no interest, because I've seen like what people can do with Super Mario Maker. I've seen some absolutely complex as hell levels that even like really skilled Super Mario players cannot do, and I just do not have the interest or wherewithal to do a rage type game like that. I rage enough in games that piss me off. The aforementioned Fortnite, for instance. Super Mario Strikers. I believe this is the soccer game, right? This is like Mario Tennis with soccer, right? Kind of feel the same thing. I have not played it, obviously, because I'm asking what the hell it is. But I don't want to say not interested, but I can't entirely say that I want to play it either. I guess we can zoom this in a little bit, so, Alright, that's a pretty good spot right there. Mario Super Sluggers. So I'm going to guess this is baseball. I do like baseball, but I've never played a Mario Super Sluggers game. I like Tetris. I load Tetris 3D. I didn't even know there was a 3D version. Mario Sports Mix. I don't know. Paper Mario is an RPG, isn't it? The Paper Mario franchise is like a sort of RPG, right? With like JRPG mechanics and stuff. So I think I'm gonna put this under the want to play category. Mario and Luigi. I don't even know like what this is. Super Mario is the sequel to Super Mario RPG. Sequel, really? I don't know what Mario and Luigi is. I mean, other than it being a Mario game involving Luigi, but so does Super Mario. So I'm just going to say have not played because I have no idea. Mario Golf, I'll say the same thing. And I haven't played, but I'm not like uninterested in playing it. Luigi's Mansion. I've seen a little bit of Luigi's Mansion. I don't want to say not interested. I'll put it up here. I don't want to say not interested. But I'm more not interested than I am want to play, but I don't want to entirely say, no, I'm definitely not going to play that. Mario Luigi is a co-op platformer. It's like something BMO and I need to get a hold of. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I don't have a clue. I don't even know what it is. It does not even sound interesting. Super Princess Peach. So Peach gets her own platformer? I don't think so. Donkey Kong. What I want to play. See, this Donkey Kong includes like the Donkey Kong from the SNES era, right? Probably. I'm gonna bet it probably does. So I'll say want to play, because I do want to play the Super Mario version of Donkey Kong. The original NES game. Remember, this is franchises, so it probably includes the SNES version. I don't want to play the original NES version. like the original Donkey Kong, or the original Mario, not Super Mario, but like the original Mario versions. I don't really want to play that one, but I wouldn't mind doing like the SNES version of Donkey Kong. Diddy Kong Racing kind of falls under the same thing as Mario Kart. I don't really have the desire to play it, because that's the only difference. I mean, why play Diddy Kong Racing when I can just play Mario Kart? I feel it's the same thing. SNES games don't feature the same gorilla nor the same Mario. It's the same Donkey Kong, isn't it? I've never even heard of Donkey Konga. I don't even want to know. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. I don't know what that is. Mario and Donkey Kong. Yoshi. I don't know what it is. The original Donkey Kong game features Mario's grandpa. I didn't even know the lore went that deep. I didn't know the lore of Donkey Kong and Mario went that deep. Wario Land, you know, honestly, I've never had any desire to play the Wario games. And I can't really explain why. Just like the thought of the character, like an evil Mario, I don't know, I don't have the desire to play it. I don't like the character, I don't like Waluigi. I really hate his name, Waluigi. I just don't have a desire to play any of the Wario games. And I really can't give you a reason why. So I'm going to put it under not interested. Yoshi games can either be platformers with Mario as a crying baby, or be a Mario Party type of game with featuring Yoshi dinos. I've seen the game with the baby Mario. No. I have zero desire to play that one. That just no. Just no. That looks like nothing but fury in me. WarioWare, kind of the same thing. Anything Wario is just like, I don't care. The Legend of Zelda, I do want to play it. Yes, I know some of you in the chat have already seen me struggle with Link to the Past. I will revisit Link to the Past. Yes, don't worry, I promise. I will go back and play Link to the Past and actually try really hard to go all the way through it. And I also want to play the other Zelda games, because I've literally only ever played Link to the Past. Never done Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, none of the others. And I'd like to do some of the others. I don't think I ever want to do the original Zelda 1 on the NES or Zelda 2. Zelda 2 just looks awful. And Zelda 1 being, you know, NES. I mean, Zeldas by themselves, in what I've experienced, looks hard as balls. They look like the Dark Souls of those types of games to me, as far as like my skill level. So Zelda 1 on the NES looks like the Dark Souls of Zelda games. I'm not interested now. No. Link to the Past, and probably like everything that came after that, for the most part. Like I said, the ones on the 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, which I think looks really good. Twilight Princess. Wouldn't mind doing Link's Awakening, which is essentially sort of a remake of Link to the Past, and so on and so forth. Pretty much, for the most part, everything after Link to the Past, I am at least interested in trying. Everything before, not really. Not really. Some Zelda games are better than others. My suggestion to do it either in release order or in timeline order. They can skip the bad ones. Zelda 2 NES and Zelda CDI games. Yeah, I'm skipping those for sure. It's a sequel. Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure. I knew that Link's Awakening had a relation to Link to the Past, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was. Link's crossbow training. I have never even heard of it. Never even heard of it. Warriors. That is very vague. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what the Warriors franchise is. That's so vague. Metroid. Oh boy. I know Metroid can be balls as hard too. But I'm willing to give it a try. You know, I mentioned this about Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy franchise. There are some games, even as somebody who hasn't played some of these, there are some games that if you consider yourself a video gamer, you should at least try. I feel like playing some games in the Final Fantasy franchise count as that. Mario games count as that. Zelda count. And Metroid is another example of an iconic video game franchise that, even if you don't really like the genre that much, you should at least try them a little bit. Just so you can, just to say, yeah, I've played, insert this franchise here. And for me, Metroid is one of them. I really feel that I should at least try the Metroid games, even though I know, just from what I've seen of them played, they are hard as balls. Per2! Hello, Per2. Good to see you. Welcome in. Let's take a moment here to get a request from the professor. So give me a second here to mute that. I don't know why it's not going shuffle like it's supposed to, because it's just going through the Final Fantasy VIII music, even though it's supposed to be rotating, shuffling. And let's do a message from the professor. Okay. Metroid Prime Pinball. Oh yeah, turn the music back on. Here we go. Metroid Prime Pinball. No, I didn't even know there was a pinball specific game. Why don't I hear anything? Why is it muted? We're having just a great technical day, aren't we? Kirby. Yeah, I'd like to play the Kirby games. I wouldn't mind them. I played a little bit of... I couldn't tell you which one I played. It was one of the ones on the SNES. So I wouldn't mind the Kirby games. They look interesting. I don't even know what Kirby Air Ride is. Star Fox. Oh my god, Star Fox. Now, I can only speak for Star Fox on the original on the SNES and Star Fox 64. I know there are games on the other Nintendo platforms, some of which are, you know, on-rail flight sim shooters, like the original and the 64 version. I also know there are some where you like jump out of the R wing and you run around on foot. I wouldn't mind trying those, but what I have played of Star Fox and Star Fox 64, they were quite challenging, especially Star Fox 64. I figured I would have struggled more with OG Star Fox than I did, but definitely Star Fox 64 was actually pretty challenging. Even though I haven't played the entire franchise, of the games I have played of Star Fox, I'd say they're gold. I'd definitely say they're very, very good. I really, really do. Star Fox SNES, known as Star Wing in the EU, is awesome gold level. Its sequels on N64 are trash. I don't agree. I think Star Fox 64 was really, really good. Again, very challenging. I definitely will say that. And it's challenging as far as like what actual challenge the game brings to you, but just like on a visual technical level, I feel is actually easier than the SNES version, because the SNES version was, what, 12 frames per second at best? So it was kind of hard to be good at a game that moves at such a slow frame rate, right? Whereas the Star Fox 64 version was a little smoother frame rate for obvious reasons. SNES wasn't entirely designed for 3D, 3D visuals, But yeah, I really think that just like as far as a game challenge, 64 was more difficult. Now that we've gotten the most important things out of the way, please continue. There are some ones that are also the ones you were on foot. Those are trash too. Star Fox 64 was boringly easy. The challenge came from the bad controls only. Really, you think so? I don't think so. I thought the controls were fine. The game's challenge came definitely from like the other like paths you can take, which were not as linear as the SNES version was. Like OG 64, OG Star Fox, you would like pick path A, path B, or path C, each one having their own difficulty, and for the most part, you followed a linear path. There was some things you could do to like change your path, but for the most part, you followed a path you knew where you were going to go. In 64, you had to accomplish certain missions, certain ways during that mission, in order to get the optional route. Like when you play Cornelia, the first planet, you can either follow the linear course and go fight the giant robot, or you can save Falco, who then guides you through a waterfall and takes you to a N64 remake of the original SNES boss in the first world. And if you beat that boss, then you have the option of taking the slightly harder path, or the next level of that harder path, or going back to the original. Whereas if you just beat the robot, you don't get that option. So, you know, I think that Star Fox 64 could definitely be a harder challenge if you definitely take the harder, more challenging paths. I think yes, you can learn to be good at it via training. I've ended up having a 100% run on one of the routes consistently. Hey, that's great. That's great. I mean, I think for me, the challenge for Star Fox OG was the frame rate issues. You're trying to play a fast-paced, third-person, on-rail shooter at 10 to 12 frames per second on a good day. Not easy to do. Pokemon, from my own experience, Pokemon is not a bad franchise. I know overall in the world it is like explosively popular. But from my own personal experience, it's an okay RPG. And again, it's only the Pokemons that I've played, which is the standard like JRPG. You're a character, you have Pokeballs, you go into grass, you catch Pokemon, you kind of have a little bit of a story you can kind of get involved in and become a hero of, and then you go fight the Elite Four and you win the game. That's pretty much all there is to it. Those are the ones that I've done. I know there are other Pokemon games that are in that same genre that are still different, like Legends of Arceus, I hear is very different in the way it's designed, and I'm intrigued to play that because it is different. But on a general level, I think it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic. I think it deserves just silver because I think it's okay. I think it's a fun game to play, but for me, it's also, there's not a lot of replayability for me. I'm not one to get involved with people that like to go out and like trade Pokemon or do Pokemon challenge, Pokemon battles with other people, or like, you know, like Mikey Highwind used to do, and do like things where you go and actually trade Pokemon with them and get new Pokemon and stuff and do battles and all that. You know, that's great for the community. That's great for community and getting to know people and those kind of things. That's just not for me. Once I play the game and I beat the story and try to collect as many Pokemon as I can along the way, once I beat the story, I'm done with it. I'm not one to go back and try to finish the entire Pokedex. If I happen to get the entire Pokedex, or as much as I can during my normal playthrough, awesome. But I'm not one to go back and play it again and try to get the rest or get more. That's just kind of how I am. That's just how I am. Pokemon is gold and old gens, but after Gen 4 has been going downhill. Pokemon Stadium is part of that entry, though. Pokemon Go, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Platinum, those are two are trash. Detective Pikachu makes Pokemon Go look good. I've never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't really know anything about it. I'm not really that interested. I've seen Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap. I'm not really interested in playing them either. Pokemon Go, I've played. I played Pokemon Go when it first released. So there's like a ton of features that were added to Pokemon Go after I stopped playing. I didn't play it very long because the thing about Pokemon Go is for people who spend a lot of time going outside, going places, doing things, that wasn't me. I don't really spend a lot of time doing that. I'm very much a homebody. I like to stay focused on things and doing a lot of things at home and such like that. So I didn't really get much entertainment out of Pokemon Go as far as its intention. So, you know, it's okay. It was okay. I don't think it was trash. because I didn't hate it, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play more. I'll give it bronze. I'll give Pokemon Go bronze. Because, you know, like I said, I didn't hate it. There are games I hated far more than Pokemon Go. It was okay, but nothing I really wanted to visit. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is RPG are far superior than regular games ever have been. Okay. Detective Pikachu, I never really played, so I don't have any interest. I don't know what this is. Oh, the Mother franchise. I couldn't tell because the text was black. All I could see was the moon or whatever this O thing is. The Mother franchise. This is definitely one I want to play. I definitely want to play the Mother franchise. Specifically Earthbound, which I believe is Mother 2? I think it's Mother 2 or Mother 3? I'm not entirely sure. But I hear those are very, very good games. So I definitely want to play at least Earthbound. Wouldn't mind doing the others as well. Never played any Pokemon games, watched the anime and the live-action movie. Live-action movie. Oh, you're talking about the one with Ryan Reynolds playing as Pikachu? Okay, fair. I mean, I'm not going to try to say you should definitely play or you should definitely not play a Pokemon game. I feel like Pokemon is kind of like what I was saying earlier about Metroid and Zelda. I feel that everybody should play at least one game of like the original JRPG Pokemon, just to kind of get the experience of the game and like experience what the world is and what it does and stuff, if you want to. But it's not like you're missing out if you don't ever play them, because it's such a hugely popular thing that you're going to learn about how the Pokemon world works, even if you never really experience a lot of it, just because of how much it hits how much it is pop culture now. F-Zero, I hear, is a really good racing franchise. I've never really had much of a desire to play it. Racing games in general are just not my cup of tea. I don't really care a lot for racing games. Now, that said, I know I mentioned Mario Kart. That's a little bit different. For me, Mario Kart is sort of like the Mario Party version of a racing game. So it's more just for, you know, competing with friends and stuff. Other racing games of the type like F-Zero or something like Gran Turismo or what is the like really popular one? Need for Speed, something like that. I'm just not really that interested in. I get bored with them really fast. The only two racing game franchises that may be on this list somewhere that I'll say at least tolerate, sort of like, is Burnout and Flatout, because there's a lot of like wrecking other players involved, or the other racers, and that's just really fun for me. You know, especially in Burnout, we literally have a game mode called Mayhem or Destruction. I forget what it actually is, but you can like literally like bump another racer's car, and if they crash into a wall, their car explodes, and you get like points for that. And so it's not necessarily a race so much as you're gaining points for wrecking other cars and avoiding getting wrecked, you know. Those are really fun, but even those get bored to me really fast. Ice Climber, I don't know much about. The only thing I know about Ice Climber is that the characters in it, I believe, are also in Smash Bros. So that's all I know about it. I don't know anything else about the franchise or the characters, and I've never really, you know, had much interest in like wanting to play it, because I mean that's all I know about it. So it's just like not really interested. Fire Emblem, I hear, is a really good franchise. I believe you can't really see the icon here on this dark gray, but Fire Emblem, I hear, is a really good game. I believe it's in the RPG genre. I think it's a tactical RPG, something like Final Fantasy Tactics. But thinking about it, I honestly can't say I've ever actually seen a Fire Emblem game played. I can't say I've ever actually seen it. But from what I have heard, I think I'm interested. I'd like to play it, a Fire Emblem game. Now, I could be confusing Fire Emblem with Breath of Fire. But, you know, both are games I'd like to play eventually, so they're both going to go in this category no matter what. Kid Icarus. I think I get the premise behind the Kid Icarus franchise. I don't really have interest in playing it. Kind of the same for Pikmin. Animal Crossing is definitely not interested. I don't have a desire to play Animal Crossing. I'm sure it's a great game for a lot of people. I know it's very popular. I know BMO loves it to death. I think she's like spent over 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing. It's just not for me. And I haven't played it. I've just seen it. What I have seen just doesn't scream, you should play this, Krim. It's not me. Amiibo Festival. I think it's an Animal Crossing spinoff, so I don't have a desire. Punch Out. No. 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 No on Punch Out. Why? Because no. And because I dislike aneurysms. And because no. And because I don't like aneurysms. And I don't like rage games. And this game will give me rage. And I don't like that. I watched Maximilian Dude play the original NES version of Punch Out recently. Holy shit, that game looked hard as balls. And Max even made it look easy. Fuck no. Fire Emblem is a Japanese fantasy tactical role-playing game franchise. I was right, it's a tactical RPG along the lines of Tactics, I guess. I'm even more interested because, oh my god, did I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Xenoblade Chronicles. Yes. Want to play, very, very much want to play. I haven't seen a lot of gameplay, mostly because I want to avoid spoilers, but what I have seen, just like, I have to. I really, really want to. I should have like another category here. Want to play that like really, really want to play, you know? Because Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem, and Mother definitely would go in that category. In fact, I think I'm going to do that real quick. Hold on, let's do that. Whoops. What the hell? I must have accidentally moved it. No, move trash up. How does that... Okay, there we go. Add a row above. Really? Want to play? Oh, shit. I fucked it up. God damn it. I did give you the category up here. Really want to play. There we go. This I will give the lighter green to. There we go. Okay. So Mario Party is a really want to play. Mother, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Fire Emblem go in that category. Okay, next on the list. Duck Hunt. I don't hate Duck Hunt. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. My first experience with playing Duck Hunt was on my cousin's original SNES, original NES, and he had the double cartridge where one side was original Super Mario Brothers and the other side was Duck Hunt, and he even had the light gun. I hated that dog so fucking much. Anybody who has ever played Duck Hunt, if they ever tell you, yeah, I've played Duck Hunt, no, I never shot at the dog, they're lying out their ass. Everybody who has played Duck Hunt either tries to shoot the dog or shoots the dog. If they haven't tried to shoot the dog, they are lying, or they have not played Duck Hunt. I don't hate Duck Hunt. But Splatoon. I'm sort of interested in playing because it looks kind of fun, but I also know it's very competitive, so it's just not really my thing. So I'm going to put it under not interested. Although it's like, if I had the opportunity to maybe play it with friends, okay, probably. But otherwise, not really. I've never heard of ARMS. I don't know what this, I don't know if this is like an acronym for something. I literally have never heard of a series called ARMS. I don't know what this is. So, you know, I don't want to put it in not interested because I literally know nothing about it. I'm willing to put it under the have not played. I'm willing to give it a chance because I really don't know anything about it. Rhythm Heaven. I assume it's a rhythm game. I don't really have much desire to play that. Chibi Robo doesn't even sound interesting. Excite Bike, definitely don't care to play it. I know what that is. It's a NES like racing game on bikes. I don't have any desire for that. Balloon Fight. I didn't even know there was such a franchise, so I'll stick it down there. I don't care. Golden Sun, I hear, is another very good RPG franchise. I definitely really want to play Golden Sun. You know what? I don't want to put it under the really categories. These games here, Mario Party, Mother, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Fire Emblem, they're like really, really, really want to play them. This is more like, yeah, I want to play them definitely, but I don't, not as much as like these four. So I would say right there is a good place for it. Advance Wars. I'm not entirely sure what Advance Wars is. Although if it's what I think it is, I wouldn't mind trying it. So I'm going to put it under have not played, but not the not interested category. I did play a little bit of the Pilot Wing 64 way back in the day with my friend on my friend's 64. I don't really have a desire to play it again. It wasn't really much for me back then, and you know, nothing really says I want to play it now. For me, I'm not sure what the next one is because I can't even see the logo. So we're just gonna like put it up here where I can see it and figure out what it is. Game Watch? What? Game and Watch. I don't even know what it is. I've never even heard of that. We're gonna just move right along. Snipper clips. Brain Age, no. I played a little bit of Brain Age on the DS, like one of the early versions way back in the day with my girlfriend at the time's DS. It wasn't bad because I like trivia sometimes, but I didn't have a desire for that one. Nintendogs, not for me. I don't really have a desire to play a simulated pet game, you know, like a Tamagotchi or a Nintendo, something like that, because I have a real pet. I have a real one, and that's enough for me. I don't need to take care of digitally created ones. Does that say Ant Academy? Ant Academy? I've never even heard of it. You know what, since the not interested category is getting so long, we're going to actually remove the not interested category. And I'll just like skip. From here on, we'll say that the not interested category is anything that I skip on this list. It would be easier than me trying to fill up a whole category because there is a ton on here that I obviously have never played or have no interest in playing. So we're just going to like, everything that I skip, it stays in this category stays in this area down here, will be considered not interested. So what is this? This is Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I'd like to play that. I'd like to play that. Specifically with friends. It's probably like one of the only fighting games, that I kind of have a desire to play. But to play it like competitively, certainly not. But with friends, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't know anything about this or Wii Sports Fit Party. I don't even know what Me is. I don't have a Wii, don't really have a desire to get one, so this doesn't do me any good either. I don't know what Nintendo Land is. I don't know what 1-2 is. Nintendo Labo, not a clue. Clubhouse 51 games, or 51 Clubhouse games. Astral Chain. I don't even know what Astral Chain is. But it sounds interesting. You know what? It's interesting enough that I want to look it up. What is Astral Chain? I am intrigued just by the title. All right, Wikipedia, tell me about it. Astral Chain is a 2019 action-adventure game developed by Platinum Games, and published by Nintendo for Nintendo Switch. Directed by Takahisa Tora, who was previously lead game designer for Nier Automata, under supervision by Devil May Cry and Bayonetta series creator Hideki Kamiya. Wow, okay. So that's got some big powerhouses behind its development. Set in a dystopian future Earth, the game follows the events of a special police task force that protect remnants of humanity from interdimensional creatures and aberrations that invade the planet. With the story centering on the task force's two new twin recruits, utilizing the titular Astral Chain, the twins restrain the tether and creatures, employing them in combat and investigation, referring to them as legions. The setting of the game draws heavy inspiration from various cyberpunk manga and anime, while the gameplay combines hack-and-slash combat with role-playing elements and investigative adventure game sections. Gameplay segments revolve heavily around the simultaneous controlling of two characters, the player character twin and their legion. Huh. Just by that definition, I'm kind of interested. So I'm going to have to put this under want to play, because I'm curious about it. What? Wonderful Joe? Wonderful 101? I don't even know what that is. Bayonetta. I've only played the first game. I actually streamed it some time back, probably a couple of years ago. And for some reason, I didn't save the playthrough anywhere. I don't have it on any of my YouTube videos. I don't have it in my archive. I don't know how I lost an entire playthrough. So I'm gonna have to play this again, which, my heart is not hurt about that. I would love to, as well as the other Bayonetta games. So I'm definitely gonna put it into the want to play list. Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what? I actually like Sonic more than I do Mario. Almost said Mario. Like I'm Italian or something. Definitely, I like Sonic way better. As far as like at least the first three games. Can't speak for like the post the games after Sonic 3. I loved the first three Sonic games as well as Sonic Spinball. Loved them. Definitely deserves platinum. Sonic Racing. I feel it kind of falls into the same thing as Mario Kart. So, have not played. Not against playing it. Sonic Riders, not really sure what that is. Sonic Boom, not sure either. Sonic Storybook Series, I think I know what that is, but not really interested. Sonic Spinball, I do want to play for a stream at some point. I did love Sonic Spinball. Sonic Battle, I have no clue. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Unfortunately, I think this is a DS game, so I probably won't ever be able to play it. But I'll put it under what to play, because I like the idea of that concept. Puyo Puyo, I don't even know what that is. Knights, I can't read the rest of that. I don't know what that is. Super Monkey Ball, I don't have interest. Jet Set Radio. I don't know. I don't know. What I've seen just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't interest me. It really doesn't. Crazy Taxi, not really. Streets of Rage, Alex Kidd, Golden Axe, I definitely would like to play. Another good RPG title I hear. Outrun, don't even know what that is. Yakuza, definitely want to play. What does that say? Oh, Shenmue. I'm stupid. Shenmue, yeah. Alright, Shenmue has some interest. Fantasy Star, yes. Daytona USA, I mean, I played like the Cruising USA games. I think those are the same ones. Not really. Not really interested. Virtua Fighter. I'm gonna say have not played, but not want to play. This is the obviously the category of like I have not played them, but I'm not against playing them. Where everything down here pretty much is like I'm not interested in playing. So yeah, Virtua Fighter have not played, but not against playing it. Samba de Amigo, I don't even know what that is. Panzer Dragoon, I hear is good. I have not played it though. I don't really know much about it either. Space Channel 5, I don't know what that is. The House of the Dead. I'll go there. I'll put it there. Skies of Arcadia, I've heard good things about. I don't know what Billy Hatcher is. What is this with? I can't read it. Football Manager? No, I definitely don't care. Choo Choo Rocket, I don't even know what that is. Fantasy Zone, not a clue. Bonanza Brothers, not a clue. Shin Megami Tensei, yes. Or Shin Megami Tensei. Persona. Why is Persona 5 in its own category? Why is the Persona? Is this the entire? Supposed to be the entire Persona franchise? Because I'll put that under the want to play if it includes the entire franchise. Catherine, no, I don't want to play that. Catherine is. No, I don't want to play it. It uses Persona's, actually made by the same people that made Persona as well. It uses Persona's art style and follows a guy that is having some lady trouble in the short term, in the shorthand version. If you know what it is, then you know what it is. If you don't, go look it up if you really care that much. Otherwise, I don't. Disney Castle Illusion? No, I don't care what that is. Can't really read what that is. Oh, Alien... That Alien Isolation? Yeah. Yeah, I need to go back and try that again. I played a little bit of it. I gotta go back and try it again. And actually, like, finish it. Project Diva, I don't know what that is. Mega Man. Even though Mega Man 1 was hard as balls, I can still see how it's a very good franchise. And I personally don't hate it. The original Mega Man games deserve gold. I really truly believe that. Mega Man X, definitely a want to play. Mega Man Legends, I know a lot of people don't like Mega Man Legends. This is the same game that I know of. Like it's, I know it as Mega Man 64. I think the PlayStation version refers to it as Mega Man Legends, and I would like to play that. A lot of people I've heard don't like it, but I really do want to play Mega Man Legends. Welcome back, Darth. Mega Man, what does that say? Battle Network. I think if this is the game that I think it is, then I definitely want to play this. Mega Man. If this is what I think. It's an RPG, like a JRPG, but in like the Mega Man universe on the PS1, I think. So I'm interested. Mega Man Star Force, I don't even know. Street Fighter. I mean, Mega Man Battle Network is tactical RPG. Okay. I think Mikey was the one that told me about Mega Man Battle Network. Street Fighter. I've only played the story mode of Street Fighter V. Is it 5 that I did? Or 4? I think it was 5. Again, sort of like Virtua Fighter. I don't want to say not interested. I'll put it under have not played, even though I have played some of them. You know what? I'll put it under bronze because I have played a little bit of. I've played 5's story mode. I don't know if 6 has a story mode, but I think it's a good enough game. From what I have played of Street Fighter V, I think it's good enough. I don't think it's like great as it deserves any of these 3 categories, but I definitely don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. Resident Evil, the whole franchise as a whole. There are some games that bring it down by quite a lot. Believe it or not, Resident Evil 1 remake, the GameCube remake, definitely brings it down by quite a lot because I was really frustrated with Resident Evil 1. But I haven't played 2 and OG 2 and OG 3. I did actually enjoy the remakes of 2 and 3, even though I can see 3 remakes flaws. And I loved 7. 8 also brings it down. So I'm going to give Resident Evil silver. If I didn't hate RE1 and dislike RE8 as much as I do, I would probably put Resident Evil under gold. But Resident Evil 1 really just absolutely flipped my shit. Really pissed me off. 6 is revolutionary for the franchise, apparently in a good way. Personally, the only Street Fighter game I like is the original SF2. Now, I know there's like a ton. I know there's a ton of Street Fighter games. There's like things like Alpha 3 and those are Street Fighter, right? Or are those like the combo games like Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom and Capcom versus SNK and things like that? Are those the crossover games, or is Alpha 3 and those things, are those Street Fighters? I'm not exactly sure. RE originals are trash due to camera. Remakes may be interesting, as well as originals starting RE4, maybe RE3. When I first played RE2 remake, I was frustrated with it as much as I was with RE1 remake because I wasn't used to the way those games play. I was expecting, especially Resident Evil 2 remake, I was expecting something closer to Dead Space. As far as like the gameplay and not quite as much puzzle solving. But there was a lot of puzzle solving RE2 remake that irritated me during my first playthrough. And that was just because I didn't fully understand the concept of how Resident Evil games play. They are very different from something like, say, Dead Space, as far as like my perspective. But going back last year during Spooktober, and playing Resident Evil 2 remake during both Leon A and Claire B, I gained a new appreciation for Resident Evil 2 remake and really, really actually enjoyed RE2 remake. Now, that said, RE3 remake, my first playthrough, originally I liked it better than RE2 remake because it was a little closer to Dead Space as far as how the game was played. Not a whole lot of, puzzle solving or getting a key for this door or getting this thing to open this thing to get access to this thing. Like needing the stick to get the gem to put in a box to get a button to open a door to get another item. That kind of thing that you got in RE2. RE3 didn't really have that. And that I appreciated during my first playthrough. But going back, like I said, and last year playing RE2 remake, that appreciation that I gained for RE2 remake made me realize how much is lacking in RE3. And I can see why RE3 remake is not welcomed as much as RE2 remake. So with that said, and knowing what I do about the things that are missing in RE3 remake versus OG RE3, honestly, believe it or not, I actually would like to go back and play RE3 OG just so I can experience the difference between the OG and the remake. I don't really have a desire to play the OG RE2. It's just, I just don't want to. And now, even though I know RE3 OG is very similar to OG RE2, the fact that I've been told there are so many huge differences, not just in what's been cut from the OG game in RE3, but also how, like, Jill as a character is fundamentally different in almost every single way in remake versus her original version. That makes me want to revisit, or makes me want to go play OG RE3 just so I can appreciate the differences more. So, in short, what I'm getting to is playing RE2 remake and having a better appreciation of it makes me want to go play original 3 just so I can see how bad everyone sees RE3 remake. SF1 was arcade only, funny enough. I think I know SF1 pretty well. With Ryu, Ken second player, and Sagat as final boss. Is that game where Ryu gave Sagat his chest scar? Interesting. Best RE game is RE4 Otomi Edition. Well, some of you here know my experience with OG RE4 and how I streamed it once and will never touch that game ever fucking again. But I do want to play RE4 Remake. And that's what's held me back from playing RE5 and RE6. Is I would like to play the remake, the RE4 remake, because I did play the demo, and I like how it's not the same combat system of OG RE4, which is what pissed me off. I know a lot of people love OG RE4, and so this may be considered a hot take. My problem with OG RE4 is how they took the over-the-shoulder camera and still gave it the tank control design of the previous 3 RE games. And I hated it. I hated it to no end. It made combat extremely aggravating for me. So much so that I would, if Resident Evil 4 was on this list right now as its own, like, thing, I would absolutely put OG RE4 under the trash category. Out of the trash tier, without a doubt. RE4 OG angered me so much. I did nothing but bitch the entire playthrough of RE4, and I didn't even finish the game. I don't even think I got like a quarter of the way through. I hated it so much. RE4 Otomi is a fan-made game based on RE4 original, but from Ashley's perspective, it built as a parody novel. But to set the tone, Ashley develops alternate personalities after a head hit, who call themselves Cashly and Trashly. I think you might have told me about that before, because it sounds familiar. That's funny. Where were we? Catherine, Castle Illusion, Project Diva, Mega Man Star, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter! My experience with Monster Hunter is really just World and Rise, which I think are both very, very good. I think I'm actually starting to appreciate Wilds a little bit. God damn it. I'm appreciating World a little bit more than Rise, even though I do like Rise's simplicity. And I really look forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. So much so that I've already requested the week off after its release to play Wilds when it releases. I should also need to get my hands on it. I need to pre-order a copy, because it would be weird to take the week off and not actually have the game in hand. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is definitely a thing. While I really enjoy Monster Hunter, specifically with friends, like, you know, BMO, I think it's only gold. I think Monster Hunter is only gold. I don't love it to the same level that I would, like, say, Sonic, even though, again, different genres of games, so different feelings toward it. I don't love it more, or love it as much as Sonic. So I think it just deserves gold. I think it's like almost great, but just not quite. Devil May Cry, I've only played the first 4. And I didn't really hate any of the ones that I played. They were all really good. Truly did. So yeah, gold for Devil May Cry. Very simple. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I don't really have a desire to play it. I really don't. All I know is there's just like, meh, you know, objection. That's all I know about it, and that's not enough to make me want to play it. I just don't have a desire. The only other thing I know about Ace Attorney is that there's a character in the Phoenix Wright universe that looks like Tifa in a suit. I mean, it looks like it looks like her twin sister, like Tifa and this girl from Phoenix Wright were like born twins, and somehow the twin got sucked into a parallel universe, and that parallel universe is Phoenix Wright. And that's exactly, because she looks just so much like Tifa and like her overall design. I mean, yeah, she's wearing a suit and stuff, so she fits in that world better than Tifa, but she looks like Tifa. That's really all I know about it. Ace Attorney, about finding clues and tying them together. Yeah, it's kind of a mystery thing. I just don't really have much interest in. There are Sonic games on the first line of pinned image that aren't on tier list yet. Yeah, some of these games I'm kind of skipping through because I had a category. You were off eating, Darth, but I had another category up here that was just not interested. And that one was filling up fast. It was taking up too much screen. So what I decided to do is just make it like a non-existent category. So any games that I'm skipping will be put in the category of not interested in playing. So if I'm just going to skip it on this list, I'm not interested. I would have put it in the not interested category. That's the shorthand of it. Ghosts and Goblins, not really interested. Dead Rising, I'm going to put here under have not played, but I'm not against playing it, but I don't want to put it under the want to play category. It's like, okay, if I come across it, sure, I'll do it. But if I don't, I'm not going to feel bad about it. The Sonic games are here: Sonic Riders, Sonic Boom, Sonic Storybook Series, Sonic Battle, and that's these here. These also, I just never even heard of. I think I've heard of Sonic Riders, but these other 3 I have not heard of at all. I think the Storybook series, there's a game called Who Murdered Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that. That's the only one I really know of. I'm sure there are probably others, but that's the only one I know of, like, of this stuff. Okami. I've heard a lot of good things about Okami, but I don't know a lot about it other than people have just said they really like it. I'm gonna put it here because I have not played it, but because of the hype that I've heard around it, I'm gonna say that I'm interested in playing it, but I'm not gonna immediately say I want to play. You know, it doesn't get the same treatment as the rest of these games that's up here in this category. Okami is platinum. See, you know, Darth agrees. He really enjoys it. Darkstalkers, fighting game that I'm actually interested in, but also kind of like Virtua Fighter and Street Fighter, well, to an extent. Haven't played it, but wouldn't mind playing it. This is like, haven't played, wouldn't mind. This is like, just no interest in playing at all. Alright, so we have to scroll up when we get past some of these. What is this? Strider? Is this Strider Hear You? If this is related to the Strider Hear You character from the Marvel vs. Capcom games, not really interested. I don't know a lot about Strider, but it's just like, Bionic Commando, not really. I know of it, not really interested. Sonic Riders is a racing game. So you've got Sonic Riders, and you've also got, what was the racing game? Sonic Racing. So you got 2 different racing games in the Sonic category. All right then, you do you, Sega. Final Fight, I know I think it's like a spin-off or related to the King of Fighters franchise. I'm also just not really that interested. Now, there are other fighting games that I'd be more interested in playing. My Battle is a fighting game with unique aspects, having a character who learns techniques from its opponents, making it a customizable character. Beautiful Joe, I don't know anything about it really. I've heard of the title before, but I don't really have an interest. Captain Commando, not really interested. Dino Crisis, while I've only played the first game, I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it. I definitely think it deserves a bronze tier. Marvel vs. Capcom, again, only played Infinite. I think it's not a bad fighting game. I know a lot of people love MVC2. Like, a lot of people have, like, just lorded over MVC2. Or MVC3, I forget which one. It's 2 or 3 they really, really love. I know Max recently released a huge mod for MVCI, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And it looks incredibly good, but unfortunately it is just a mod, so I'd have to get the PC version, and I don't. DuckTales, I have no interest. Some of you have suggested before. I don't really have an interest. Pac-Man, I know a lot of people love Pac-Man. It is another one of those iconic games, sort of like Metroid and Zelda and Mario. That's like one you just should play because you just should. I'm sorry, I don't like Pac-Man. I don't. I do not. Digimon, I see from here a massive question, which game? Because unlike Pokemon, Digimon is not known for having good games, with few recent exceptions. But we'll see when we get there. It's the overarching franchise, so I mean, there's sometimes they break it down, like they broke down the Pokemon franchise, they broke down Super Mario, but you know, for the most part, if it's only up there once, then I guess it includes the every Digimon game, I guess. I don't know what Pac-Land is or Pac-Man World. Tekken goes in the want to play list, especially Pokemon 7. Wow. I thought I was moving Tekken and I saw Pokemon up here and my brain said Pokemon 7. The Tekken, especially Tekken 7 and 8, because they have story modes. Zero interest in Katamari. I do not care to play Katamari. Digimon, I don't really, I'm okay with Pokemon. I don't really care about playing Digimon. To me, they're very similar. No desire. Tales of series. Really want to play. Yes, Tales of series. I loved Tales of Vesperia. I love Tales of Vesperia. I can't wait to play it again for stream and play the rest of them as well. My God, I love Tales of Vesperia. Such a good game. Soul Calibur. If I can find a story mode for it, definitely want to play. But I'll put it under just the regular want to play. Iconic game better than Pac-Man would be Boulder Dash. Never heard of Boulder Dash. Digimon and Pokemon are nothing alike. I mean, they're people that carry monsters around and the monsters do the fighting, right? Isn't that how that works? Kelowna, I don't even know what that is. I can't see what this one is because it's black. Dark Souls. Oh, go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself so hard. Dark Souls. The Dark Souls franchise. I don't want to play Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3. I don't want to play those. Unless Elden Ring is up here in this list somewhere, which it probably isn't because it's not a series. This is like supposed to be like a franchise or a series of games. I don't want to play the Dark Souls games. I'm going to put this under the want to play category, but if I could, I'd put it with an asterisk. Because this is, like I said, unless Elden Ring is on this list, I'm gonna include Elden Ring in the Dark Souls collection here. because I want to go back and play and finish Elden Ring. I do not want to play Dark Souls. None of them. I don't want to play 1, 2, or 3. I don't want to play them. I want to play Elden Ring. I'd like to play Bloodborne and Lies of P. Those are 3 big ones that come to mind that I know are definitely Soulsborne games that I would like to play. I don't want to play Sekiro. I wouldn't mind playing Wukong, although I don't think it's quite as Soulsborne as like Bloodborne or the Dark Souls games. So that's just kind of how I feel about that. Little Nightmares. I only played the first one, but I thought it was really good. I want to play the second game. I think it's a third one as well. I think it's at least a silver. I think it's at least a silver game. I think it's pretty good. I don't think I love it as much as like these up here, but I think it's good. I think it's at least medium tier. Xenosaga. Want to play? While I have played all 3 games in the Xenosaga trilogy. I really loved 1. I don't remember a lot about 2 and 3. So while I do want to play it for stream, and I do have some pretty good knowledge of Xenosaga 1, I'm going to put it under the silver category, just because I have some experience with it. Dig Dug, I have no desire. Galaga, no. Namco Museum, no. People take care of the monster, not surprising since Digimon is made by the company that invented Tamagotchi. 2 games for Digimon I Survive or Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Digimon Survive. The former has a few Pokemon elements granted, but the latter is more novelty with JRPG elements. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Budokai is honestly one of my favorite fighting game franchises. I'll put it under gold. Really, really is. When I say I like it, I'd have to put it under platinum. Actually, yes. Yes, I would say I love Budokai. I like Budokai enough to put it into the platinum category. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, specifically Budokai 3, was great. It was really good. First, what's fun about Budokai? For me, Budokai it's easy. I feel it's an easy game to pick up, as far as like compared to most other fighting games. For the most part, every character's like how to do a combo, like the button combinations, are very easy to learn. Now, the downside of that being the uniqueness of most fighting games that have combos like that is the fact they are unique to each other. Like each character's button presses that you do to pull off a combo are usually different in some way or another. So that makes each character feel unique as you're playing, right? With Budokai, there really isn't that. Every character's combo setup, like the button presses themselves, are almost exactly the same for the vast majority of the characters. So, for people who are heavily into fighting games, that would probably come off as very boring, very bland, and very unoriginal. But for people like me who aren't big into fighters and not really good at learning a lot of combos, Budokai is fun to me because I feel like I can be good at it without having to really learn a lot of complex button presses and pretty much do the same thing with every character, for the most part. And I also really enjoy the cinematic battles, things like when you hit an enemy and then you have like a rock, paper, scissors sort of setup where you have to like not match your opponent, or if you're the defender, you have to match your opponent's button press, and you get a cutscene whether you actually got the hit or you missed, whatever. I kind of like that kind of thing. It's a nice little change from just the constant beat up each other style. So that's why I like Budokai. Never been able to do anything other than beside punch, kick, and small energy ball. Well, in Budokai, you also have to customize your character a bit. So you do sort of have to play the story mode in order to unlock some of your skills for your characters in Budokai, and a lot of those skills are specific to those characters. So let's say you get Kamehameha for Goku. If you don't get Gullet Gun, say, for Vegeta, and you try using the same move that would normally trigger Kamehameha for Goku, and you don't have Gullet Gun installed on your character design for Vegeta, you're not going to be able to pull off Gullet Gun. So you have to you're kind of forced to play story mode to get skills to put on your characters to play them outside of story mode, or even later on in other story modes or in consecutive playthroughs. So yeah, if you've never played the story mode and you're only just going in with like the base design and never actually put any skills on your character before you went into a fight, yeah, all you're going to be able to do is punch, kick, and shoot fireballs and teleport, with the basic moves. Advanced moves have to be put in by those little skill capsules that you get throughout the game. The similar is true, I believe, with the Budokai Tenkaichi game, which I actually kind of like too, which unfortunately is not on this list. But Budokai Tenkaichi is third-person perspective over-the-shoulder fighting, which I think is pretty good too. I like it as much as Budokai, but for different reasons. It doesn't start like the Budokai I know, maybe I'm confused with other Budokai game series. All I can say is if you want to see, I played it on stream. You might remember it sometime back. So if you want to go check my my archive or my older videos, I know I played it on stream. I played almost every character in the story mode. Or pretty sure I played every character in the story mode. So maybe you want to go back and take a look and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely not what I'm thinking, or definitely was, whatever. At least you have a reference to it. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I didn't dislike Xenoverse. Honestly, I thought it was really good because Xenoverse was the main, like the actual like TV show, the actual anime story, but you're a time traveler trying to make sure that all the events of the original Dragon Ball Z story happen as they are supposed to. So things happen and time could be changed, and your job is to prevent that from happening, more or less. I'm really simplifying it, but that's kind of how Xenoverse went in at least one and most of two. And I like that aspect of it. You can experience the Dragon Ball Z story and sort of influence how it goes, more or less, from your own character. You can actually create a character, be it a Saiyan, a human, a Namekian, whatever, pretty much any race you want in the Dragon Ball franchise, and your character is the one doing all the work, which I think is pretty cool. For Xenoverse, I think it definitely gets a gold rating for sure. I think Xenoverse is very good. Yeah, Xenoverse 2, I remember when I played Xenoverse 2 that a lot of the story beats are copy and paste of Xenoverse 1. But there are some things that happen later on in Xenoverse 2 that are a little bit different, mostly because it involves your character a little bit more than Xenoverse 1. But for a lot of Xenoverse, let me put it like this. If you skipped Xenoverse 1 and just play Xenoverse 2, you're pretty much playing the same game with a little addition. Xenoverse 2 is a little bit more like an expansion to Xenoverse 1. Then it's its own title. It really should be more considered like an expansion to Xenoverse 1, because they take the same game and just give it some more stuff to kind of fill it out more, give it more content. Now, with that said, there is a point in Xenoverse 2 where if you have a Xenoverse 1 save game, your character from Xenoverse 1 actually plays a small role, or at least like a cameo, in Xenoverse 2. Semi-spoilers, I guess. So, yeah, if you didn't play Xenoverse 1, you would miss out on the opportunity to see your Xenoverse 1 character in 2, but I don't think it really affects the story that much. So Castlevania 64 versus Legacy of Darkness. I can't say. I don't know Castlevania well enough to give my opinion on that. I have not played any of the Castlevania games. I think I played the demo of one of them way back in the day, and I couldn't tell you which one it was. It was a third-person version, like I think maybe on the PS2 or the 360. I think pretty sure it was the 360. But I couldn't tell you which one it was. Maybe not without seeing like a screenshot or video or something like that. Legacy of Darkness is the full version of 64. That tells me nothing. I've never seen it. Dragon Ball FighterZ. I played it. I enjoyed the story mode. As far as any other mode involved in DBZ FighterZ, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I don't really care. Sure, silver. The fighting was fun in the story mode, but it's really meant to be for competitive play. So that once I'm out of the story mode, I'm done with that game. So that's why it's only like a silver for me. I haven't played any of the Naruto games, never played Jump Force. I know what it is, but I've never played it. I don't really care to, because outside of Dragon Ball and what little I know of Naruto, I wouldn't really get any of the references in this game. I know there's like a ton of anime characters in Jump Force, including Dragon Ball and Naruto and stuff. And outside of Naruto himself and the Dragon Ball cast that appears in the game, I would not enjoy this game because I don't know any of the characters. I'd be always asking, who is this? Who is that? Who the hell is that? Who the hell is this? And that's not for me. I don't really care enough. I don't know what this is. I can hardly read it. It says Story for Seasons. I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to move on. Captain Tsubasa. I don't know what that is. Disney Somsom Festival. Not a clue. Legacy of Darkness is hands down the best Castlevania game, but I know it's a hated game for the same reasons I love it so much. Go figure. Isn't that based on the Shonen News magazine? No. Jump Force is it's sort of like Marvel vs. Capcom, but for like a ton of anime franchises. Like I said, there's Dragon Ball in it, Naruto's in it, and there's like a ton of other anime franchises that all like come together and fight in this one world. Again, I can't tell you which ones because I have not once ever played it or know a lot about other anime franchises outside of Dragon Ball, and what I know of Naruto, which is the one character, and Inuyasha. It's pretty much my anime. That's the limit of my anime knowledge is those right there, and even Inuyasha is limited. Captain Tsubasa, that's a shonen anime themed on soccer. Okay, let's see what this one that's in the dark. Oh. It's a franchise I've never heard of before. I don't know a damn thing about it. For those of you who can't see what it was, it's Final Fantasy. Well, there are a ton of games in the Final Fantasy franchise that I do and also don't want to play, which we already know from like one of the previous KrimKasts. Final Fantasy is absolutely platinum for me, for very obvious reasons. About Jump Force, you just confirmed it. See, there's a magazine news for shonen animes called Shonen Jump. It has funded a few video games to advertise itself. All those games mix up tons of different animes. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was based on a magazine. I thought it was just okay, how many franchises can we get to jump in? Can we put in this game? And there it is. I had no idea it was actually part of an anime. Chocobos. Is this Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon? I have no desire. Dragon Quest. I've only played Dragon Quest 8. Love it. Deserves gold, without a doubt. It is like probably third place favorite RPG series, right behind Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, which I know is right here. Never played any Dragon Quest builders. I don't really have a desire to. I think it's like a Minecraft, but with Dragon Quest characters. I don't really care. Kingdom Hearts also deserves gold quality. very, very close to platinum, but there are some games that unfortunately really bring that back down to gold. Specifically being Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories really loses a lot of points. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was a letdown. So yeah, that's why it's not platinum for me. Tomb Raider is a what to play. I don't know why Nier Automata is up here as its own game, but I'm going to assume Nier includes Nier Automata and Nier Replicant. Probably some other Nier games as well, but specifically Remnant and Automata I want to use for this combination for Nier. And Nier, especially Nier Replicant, was phenomenal. I could not enjoy Nier Replicant enough. I wish it could have gone more. I mean, the fact that usually games that have like multiple playthroughs, I don't really care to do, even if it includes multiple endings. But for Nier Replicant, I could not play it enough. I wanted to go back and do the new game pluses and the extra stuff so I could see the other endings. I so wanted to. Nier Automata, not so much. I played it through off stream myself because I just really, I didn't really enjoy it enough during a stream, so I played it off stream. And once I beat it, I was like, okay. I didn't go back and do any of the extra stuff. I know there's like a whole campaign involving 9S, the little boy, that's the boy android that's with 2B, as well as some like extended endings and stuff and other stuff that go on. I didn't experience any of those. I just didn't enjoy Automata enough to want to do more like I did with Nier Replicant. I can't say why, but it didn't do it for me as much as Replicant did. Imagine there was a magazine called Marvel Universe TV or something. You get a game called Marvel TV Tournament where all the Marvel characters fight with no rhyme and reason. Okay, fair. I can see your parallel there. Just Cause. I've played very little of one of the demos of Just Cause. It didn't really. Again, it also just didn't do it for me. It was just like, I'm not really having fun with this. Life is Strange. Yeah, I'd like to play Life is Strange. Chrono Trigger, without a doubt, deserves platinum level. Now, I assume that probably includes Chrono Cross, which I have not played yet, but Chrono Trigger, absolutely the definition of JRPGs. One of the best RPGs, if not video games, of all time. Trials of Mana, I would like to play those. Or the Mana games specifically. Bravely Default is Bravely Default is a really want to play. Bravely Default is, I've already seen a little bit of it, and it's just like, oh my god, this is absolutely just another Final Fantasy game. This looks awesome. I think there's even like skills in Bravely Default that are named the same as Final Fantasy. I think it's like supposed like a sort of spin-off to the Final Fantasy franchise in some weird way. I think. Space Invaders, no interested. I'm not interested. Bubble Boggle, don't even know what it is. Gex, I think it's a platformer involving a lizard. I don't care. Octopath Traveler is another one that I want to play. Balan Wonderworld, I don't even know what that is. Marvel Avengers was okay. Wasn't great. A lot of people really didn't like Marvel Avengers. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, so it doesn't deserve trash. Do I feel it could have been better? Yeah, kinda. I wish they had taken... Now, this is a little bit unfair because it's trying to sort of mix two different universes. Marvel's Avengers and the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Avengers, they are actually two different things. But what I wished they had done was made it more MCU style. As far as the Avengers game itself, I wish they had made it a little more MCU. As far as that style, like the characters, the way they were portrayed and stuff. You know, especially like Tony Stark, for instance, Iron Man. I'm not saying his portrayal of Iron Man was bad. I think Iron Man was done by Troy Baker, I think. It might have been the other way around. Troy Baker and Nolan North were in it. I think Troy Baker did Iron Man, Nolan North did Banner, I think. I might have it backwards. Either way, their portrayals were not bad in and of itself, but I would have enjoyed them more had they had this game's version of Tony Stark been more Robert Downey Jr.'s style. Just my personal opinion. That's one of the few things that, one of the things I should say, that I didn't like about Avengers. One thing I did like about Avengers, however, was how the gear system very much reminded me of Destiny. Like, as you picked up gear and you equipped better gear, you actually increased your own power level, which was almost a copy and paste design of how Destiny's worked, which I thought was really good. Turns out there's far more mana games than I thought. Any Shark is well versed in those. What I thought was the second mana game, Sword of Mana, turns out to be the remake version of the first mana game, which was even called Mana to begin with. Its Final Fantasy Adventures. I think I knew that. But yeah, I know there's a ton of mana games. There's actually a game called Secret of Evermore, which is very much in the style of Secret of Mana, but I don't know a lot about it, other than like the main character is like from a modern world, whereas Secret of Mana, the main character is from a, very fantasy world with swords and magic and those kind of things. The main character, well, I think he does end up in a fantasy world like Secret of Mana. Like the game starts with him in a modern world, if I recall correctly. I have played probably less than 10 minutes of Secret of Evermore, just because I didn't really take a lot of time to play it. But that's kind of what I remember of the few minutes that I played Secret of Evermore. You've seen Secret of Evermore played recently? Okay, yeah. So, that's the Mana franchise, Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, those kind of things. I would like to play those as well. I know there's like a recent Mana game that came out also. And we were talking about Super Mario RPG earlier. Without a doubt, I honestly really think Super Mario RPG, Platinum tier. Truly, truly do. I think the battle system is fun. It's great. The characters were okay. I like how they didn't just have Mario characters in Super Mario RPG. They actually had new characters that were never seen in Mario at all ever before. At least I don't think they did. In the Cotton Ball, the Cloud person, Mallow, and the doll guy, Gino. I think that was his name, Gino. I really like Gino. Gino was an awesome character. Like it's just his skills were really good. He was really fun. Genos, was that what it was? I like Mallow. I like Gino more, or Genos more. And I do like the fact that you did get iconic characters in the game as well. Mario, Peach, Bowser. That was really cool. That was really, really cool. As actual party members, that was really, really good. And I know this is referring to Legend of the Seven Stars specifically in this little icon here, but I'm including this as the remake for the Switch that came out last year, the year before. I did play the Seven Stars version. It was good. It was just as good because the Switch version is really just a visually cleaned up version of the SNES version. So I like the Switch version better, primarily just because it looks better. But that's really the only reason I would say I like it better. And of course, the unique fact that you had the original version of Culex, the optional super boss of Seven Stars. I think you got a 3D remade version for the Switch version, which was really, really cool, and it was a challenging but fun optional boss fight. RPG, the Switch version, excellent. Here's the toy guy who actually kisses Bowser. Oh yeah, the guy that he kidnapped Peach or something, or was trying to kidnap Peach, and then Bowser falls in and ends up kissing Bowser instead. I remember that now. remember that. I forgot that was a thing. Metal Gear. Now, this was, I believe, Metal Gear. This probably includes like the NES Metal Gear games, not just like Metal Gear Solid and like the PlayStation era ones. I don't really want to play any of the old Metal Gear games on like the NES version, but pretty much like Metal Gear 1 on the PlayStation 1 and most of the things after that, I would like to play. So I'm going to put Metal Gear under the want to play category. But I want to preface this again by saying specifically like PS1 and after. Okay, well, here's Castlevania. We were just talking about Castlevania. I'm not opposed to playing it. So I'm going to put it under the have not played, but I'm not going to put it under the want to play because I know they can be kind of a bitch. So, yeah. Bomberman, don't really care about playing Bomberman. Contra, I kind of feel the same way. Contra is too, I can tell it's going to be too rage-inducing for me. It's a bullet hell, which I'm not really thrilled with playing bullet hells. I kind of, sort of, a little bit want to play Cuphead, but I know that game is also hard as balls, so I just don't think I'm really going to. But, you know, so that's how I kind of feel the same way about Contra. It's like, you know, here's what I'll do. I'll put Contra under the have not played. I don't want to absolutely say that I have zero interest in playing it, but it's certainly like on one of the low ends of might play at some point, period. What's this black one here? Silent Hill. While I've only played Silent Hill 2, and I've seen Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2, I hated. Every extent of the word hate, I hated it. I actually hated Silent Hill 2 more than I hated Resident Evil 1. And again, I'm talking OG Silent Hill 2. That said, I would like to play Silent Hill 2's remake, because it looks much more my style. I have no desire to play Silent Hill 1, I've seen it, and any of the Silent Hills after Silent Hill 2 OG, I don't know that much about, so I can't really speak for them, but I'm not really like, yeah, I want to play those. I don't. If I miss them, I don't care. Silent Hill's commonly referred to as the cheap sibling of Resident Evil. I can see that. And to an extent, I can agree with it. Dance Dance Revolution, no. Frogger, no. Q*bert, no. What is that? I feel like I know that I can't read the small letters underneath. I guess I can just zoom in to see. Pro Evolutions. Oh, soccer. Never mind, not what I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was a Persona game. Never mind, take that shit down here. Ninja Turtles, no. Yu-Gi-Oh, no. Halo. Gold. Can't give it platinum because there are some games that I just did not enjoy. Well, okay, let's say I didn't enjoy. I did enjoy I enjoyed Halo Wars 1, Halo Reach especially. Halo Reach is my favorite Halo. And the 5 numbered games. Infinite. Yeah, Infinite was not good. Now, 4 and 5 were good in their own rights, but I feel 4 and 5 were not as good as Reach through 3. So 4, 5, and Infinite bring it down to gold, but still extremely good. Infinite is definitely a very much pulling the game out of the platinum category, unfortunately. I really did not enjoy Infinite. Gears of War, I really want to play the entire franchise. I've only played Judgment 1, 2, and 3, and I don't remember hardly anything about 2 and 3. So that's a series that I want to stream at some point as well. But what I have played of Gears of War, fan-fucking-tastic. There is even a Gears of War Tactics game. It's actually called Gears Tactics, I believe. It has a bug to it, which is unfortunately never get fixed. But if I could get around that bug, I think I could enjoy Tactics. So I really love Gears of War. I'm saddened that I had to put Gears of War above Halo, because honestly, I like Halo more than Gears. But overall, as a franchise, like I said, 4, 5, and Infinite, especially Infinite, really brings Halo down, unfortunately. So far, I haven't encountered a Gears game that brings it down yet. We're going to kind of like speed through these because we're going on 2 hours of this, and I don't want to go much longer just picking these things apart. So we're going to kind of lightning round this. What was this? Forza. I don't care about Forza. Age of Empires. Sure. Even though I did awful in Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, which was Age of Empires with a Star Wars skin on it. Flight Simulator, no. Connect, no. Crackdown, liked it. When I played a little bit of it, I'll put it into that category. Fable, like to play. Blinks, I don't know. Hexic, I don't know. Day of Decay, I'll say have not played, but I'm not against playing it. Grounded, I don't know it. Zoo Tycoon, no. Fucking Minecraft, man. It's a bronze. I like its creativity. The fact that, especially in creative mode, you can build pretty much anything. But there's not much else to it. It's for building things and creating stuff and having fun with what you created, and that's about it. I can't really call it much more than that. I don't hate Minecraft, though. I wouldn't trash Minecraft because I've actually made a world where you can play a bunch of mini games using the in-game like mechanics and stuff, and I think those are really fun. I think people would enjoy them if I played them with somebody. But outside of that, you know, I don't really have much else interest in Minecraft. Krim Tsubasa, you asked earlier, it's a shonen anime themed around soccer, best of its kind back in the 90s, so of course there would be some games based on it. Okay. Right. Just take your word for it. Minecraft Dungeons. Honestly, Dungeons I wouldn't mind playing because Minecraft Dungeons looks actually kind of fun. Played a little bit of it way back in the day. I actually liked Dungeons a bit. Even though it's based in Minecraft, it's a different game altogether. It's not actually Minecraft. It's a dungeon crawler game, like say a Diablo or something, just using Minecraft characters. Never heard of Minecraft Earth. Cuphead, you know, I said earlier, because, you know, kind of like, I'm going to put it in the same category as Contra. I have not played it. I'm not entirely against playing it, but I'm not going to be in a rush to play it. Ori and the Blind Forest, I hear good things about it. So it's going in the want to play category. Ark was far superior. It's a matter of opinion. I didn't like Ark. Honestly, I actually like Minecraft more than I did Ark. I really did. Again, just me. No offense or no judgment on your opinion. I honestly preferred Minecraft over Ark. Honestly. Cuphead is vastly harder than Contra. Oh yeah. I've seen gameplay of both games, and oh my Christ. Cuphead. It's just like, how? How does anybody get more than 2 steps at any level? How? How can you have that much multitasking with your eyes? How are you able to see that much and act and perform and do things that much? It's nuts. And I thought like games like Destiny was hectic. Sunset Overdrive, I don't know much about it. I think I'll put it here. I don't know what Super Lucky's Tale is, never heard of it. There was a Fall Down of Grace. I played Ark in its early access days, back before they released like all of the extra things like Scorched Earth and the other worlds that you could do, and you could also like go visit a spaceship where like the Overlord is and all that other stuff. I played it before that, but I did like participate here and there with my girlfriend at the time who did play all of that stuff, so I got to see those things. But even then, it was just like, I don't still really care to play it. It was enjoyable to watch and experience and see her play it, but I didn't want to play it myself. It was just like something I didn't want to do firsthand. Outer Worlds, I do have. It is definitely a want to play. It looks absolutely fun as hell. It looks hilarious. I think they did an Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, it was Outer Worlds 2 trailer back at the Game Awards, because they were like, the whole thing came like, they represented it like, from the people who brought you Fallout 2, aka Fallout 3, Part 2, New Vegas. Such and such game 2, such and such game 2. You know, that was the trailer. I thought it was hilarious. The Outer Worlds, it seems like it could be really hilarious to play. Hellblade, I definitely want to play Hellblade. I think Hellblade looks like a blast. Destiny? Never heard of Destiny before. Never once ever heard of Destiny before. This is a Destiny shirt, by the way, is what I'm getting at. Now it has gone down in how good it is in the past few years, but overall the past few years, actually like the past couple of years, from Destiny 1 beta all the way up to about final shape, maybe a little bit closer to like Lightfall, everything in between, I enjoyed the hell out of Destiny. It was phenomenal. I would play it all the time, off stream. I would go in and just play strikes. I love strikes in Destiny so much, especially Destiny 1 strikes. Destiny 2, not quite as much, but I still enjoyed them. And there are times I'll go into Destiny and do nothing else and just play the strikes because I enjoy them so much. And even though it's kind of fallen off the past little bit, for my personal opinion, Destiny as a franchise deserves platinum. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love Destiny. It is one of my favorite first-person shooters and favorite games probably of all time. Absolutely, without a doubt. For those of you who can't see it, it's Minesweeper. It's fucking Minesweeper. I arrived after you left and it was good at the time on the first few maps. They made crossover server transfers a thing and game became ruined. Yeah, I think you told me about that before. I didn't experience any of that. So, and also I played, or what I saw and played a little bit was all on the Xbox. So we had like the Xbox version. Minesweeper is good, just not a stream game. It's not a game for me at all. I never ever enjoyed Minesweeper. Never enjoyed Minesweeper. Oh my god, is this fucking Windows Solitaire? I think this is Windows Solitaire. Don't judge me. Shut up. Don't judge me. Banjo-Kazooie? I'll put it in the have not played, but I wouldn't mind. Conquer, kind of the same. Battletoads can kiss my white hairy ass. That particular version that I put up there, excuse me, is specifically like the Windows 98. Oh my god, Windows 98, Windows XP. Why can I not stop burping? I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to be doing that. That's specifically the Windows 98, Windows XP, Microsoft Solitaire version. I think that's what it's supposed to be referring to. That's the one I'm going to be using for my placement in the list. So, ignore all the other solitaire games out there. That's what I'm going to be referring to as far as that particular one. When you have multiple rules, you can actually choose like turning over one card at a time or turning over 3 cards. autoplay. So like if you turned over an ace, it automatically moves it over to the stack, or you have to do it manually. Those kind of things. Killer Instinct is a want to play that includes KI1, KI2, and the 2016 version. The 2016 or 2018, whichever one it is, the newer one. Perfect Dark. I've only played the original on the 64. I think I rated. Did I put Perfect Dark in the worst game category of last year? I don't remember if I did or not. But even if I did, I'm still going to put it here under bronze. While I had my troubles with it, and I was irritated with it, I didn't hate it overall. I hated like the last 10% of it, or maybe 5% of it. It was really like just the last level that really was absolutely aggravating me. So, up to that point, I would say I enjoyed it enough that it deserves at least the bronze. But I don't want to put it under trash. You can play 7-column solitaire, 9-column mirror columns, and clock solitaire. That's not the version that I remember. It must be totally different. Viva Pinata. No, I have no desire to play Viva Pinata ever. Sea of Thieves is not interested game. I'll put it under have not played. I'm not sure what's under Rare Replay. I know there's some games that are made by the Rare developers. GoldenEye is certainly, at least like original GoldenEye, definitely deserves gold. It's very, very good. I wouldn't say it's platinum though. Doom, on the other hand, outside of Doom Eternal, which can lick the left side of my right nut, gets platinum. Perfect Dark 64, you ranked it worse because it was both glitched and some puzzles were unfair, but to me it was a remake problem, had not faced those problems in the original 64. With that said, Perfect Dark, the original, is a Game Boy game, unlike Duke Nukem 2D from above. Okay, I didn't know there was a Perfect Dark game before the 64 version. Okay, well, still. The problems I had with it annoyed me, but not enough to give it a trash rating. So we're going to kind of, like I said, speed run through this. What is this? Fallout. Specifically Fallout 4, but Fallout 3 was good too. New Vegas can also lift the left side of my right nut. Fallout is silver. Elder Scrolls. I've only played Skyrim, a little bit of Skyrim. It was okay. I didn't love it as much as everybody else seemed to. Skyrim gets bronze. Original Elder Scrolls I'm not going to bother with because I don't, I'm not going to play Oblivion or Morrowind or anything like that. I just don't have a desire to. Wolfenstein, very, very good shooter. I enjoyed it a lot. I'd say it deserves... No, I'd just say it deserves gold. I think it was really good. Didn't like the stealth aspect of it. That was annoying, but otherwise good. Rage, I'm actually going to play today, so I'll put it in that category. Quake definitely deserves a... especially Quake 2. I really enjoyed Quake 2. Quake 1 got frustrating. But outside of Quake 1 and 2, the rest of the games were not fantastic. I've only played Quake 1, which was good. Quake 2 was better. 3 was fun in its own accord, even though it wasn't like the other Quake games. Quake 4, I want to revisit just so I can experience how bad it was. So with 1 and 2 being really one that's going to carry it, I'm going to put it under silver. And Quake 3 not being bad, I'm going to put it under silver. I don't think it deserves bronze, but it's certainly not good enough to be gold. Starfield was... Starfield is Fallout in space, and it's okay. It's just okay. I don't hate it. I'm going to give it bronze. I don't hate Starfield. Could have been much better, though. Prey, want to play. This is just the original Prey. I also want to play the Prey from 2007. Completely different concept of the game, but I still want to play that one as well. Evil Within, want to play. God of War, want to play while have done some. I don't really want to rate them yet. Uncharted, definitely want to play. What little I played of one is very good. The 64 version can connect to the Game Boy version via the transfer pack. Controller plug and allows you to put Game Boy cartridges inside. Really, I don't remember that being a thing. But it all serves is unlock cheat options for Perfect Dark 64. Little Big Planet, don't care. Last of Us 1, really, really good. Last of Us 2, piece of shit, gold. Where were we? Ratchet and Clank, want to play. Gran Turismo, don't care to. Medieval, Deck and Dexter, want to play. Medieval, I don't care for, or I don't care about. Sly Cooper, the same. Gravity Rush, I played Gravity Rush 1. Do you want to do 2? I think it's pretty good. Put it under silver. What is this one? Infamous. That one there. Until Dawn. I think it deserves a bronze. I don't think it's fantastic. No, I think it deserves silver. I don't think it deserves bronze. I think it deserves silver. Yeah, okay. I hate that I have to keep scrolling. Knack, never heard of it. What's this? Ico. Want to play it? No, I'll put it in the, like, haven't played. Shadow of the Colossus, which is in the same world as Ico. You know, that makes me want to put Ico up here and want to play, because I forgot it's part of the same universe. Shadow of the Colossus, while it gets irritating later for me, I enjoyed it. I deserve silver. I'll play it again on stream at some point. What is this one? Last Guardian, want to play. Horizon Zero Dawn, very, very good. Gold. Tearaway, never heard of it. What is this one? Days Gone, I'll put it there. Astrobot, I don't care. Demon Souls, no. Pat Princess, don't know what it is. Dreams, don't know what it is. What is this? Ghost of Tsushima. Also want to play Ghost of Yokai when it comes out. I'd say gold. It's not as good as Horizon. Kind of, again, speed running through this. Spider-Man, don't care. Rayman, don't care. Assassin's Creed, want to play. Just Dance, don't care. What's that? Tom Clancy series. There's several games I want to play in the Tom Clancy series. I'll put it here, because there's a few games that I've already played, or played some of that I like. Rabbids. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think isn't this the XCOM title? Mario and Rabbids? If that's what it is, I want to play that because I like the concept of it. Transfer Pack is mainly used by Pokemon Stadium to send your main games team into stadium battles, as well as use Stadium for more efficient management of your items and Pokemon inside the cartridge. Yeah, I know what Astrobot is, because I mean, we saw it make Game of the Year this year, in like the actual Game Awards, not mine. I'm not against playing it, but it's just not like anything you know what? Okay, I'll put it there. I don't want to say that I never want to play it. What is this? Watch Dogs? I'll go there. Far Cry, want to play. Anno, want to play. Trials, I don't care. Beyond Good and Evil. Prince of Persia. What is that? The Crew, don't care. I don't care about racing games. Hungry Shark, I don't even know what it is. Valhalla, no. Uno's fun. Uno is like on the same as like Mario Kart and stuff. I'd say silver at least. Probably could put it as gold. Wouldn't be against that. Monopoly, South Park, no, I don't care. Crash Bandicoot. I am awful at it, but put it under bronze because I'm so bad at those. Saw Being Played, that's why I said it. Yeah, I know of Astrobot and seen a little bit of it. Spyro gets silver. I like it a little bit better than I do Crash, because I'm a little bit better at it. And by little, I mean like very little. Call of Duty. Okay, I'm going to preface this again. Call of Duty, specifically the games with campaigns, with single-player campaign modes. Very, very good shooters in that area. I think it deserves silver. I'm not ranking it on its multiplayer capability because I could not give less of a shit about Call of Duty multiplayer. Guitar Hero. Depends on which one I played, which was like only like the first 2 or 3. I think it was okay. I enjoyed it for what it was. Skylanders never played. Overwatch, don't hate it. Bronze. I like playing the PvP PvAI mode, or I like playing against AI. Diablo, want to play it. Prince of Persia, the must-play boat, focused on the SNES version, and it's a massive improvement over the original DOS version. On the other hand, avoid Prince of Persia 2. Well, the one that I have played, which I've talked about before, is Sands of Time. I wouldn't mind doing that one. So, since I've played that one a little bit, I wouldn't mind playing some of the others as well. World of Warcraft, kiss left side of my right ass cheek. StarCraft, absolutely phenomenal RTS series, even though Brood War was a pain. I definitely call StarCraft Platinum. World of Warcraft, no. I don't think Warcraft is up here by itself, is it? It's not. Okay. So, World of Warcraft by itself, no. I don't care to play it, hate it. Warcraft, on its own, like we were just doing the Warcraft trilogy, the RTS Warcrafts, easily silver. Easily silver. I'll just make that official. I'll say Warcraft, silver category. Hearthstone, I don't care to play. Since the time of Prince of Persia 3, okay. First place, I know it's PS2. Heroes of the Storm, don't care. Pitfall. Is this the Pitfall that I'm aware of? The platformer? Actually, wouldn't mind giving that a try again. Candy Crush, I don't care. What is this? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, no, I do not care. Ultimate Alliance, don't care. Mortal Kombat. Silver, not gold. I like MK. MK's probably one of my favorite fighting franchises. Scribblenauts, don't know it. Batman games, don't know it. I'll put the Batman games here, like the Arkham games. I haven't played any of them, but I wouldn't mind it. Injustice. Injustice was very good. Filled at least a silver. Okay. DCU Online, didn't play it. Gotham City Imposters, didn't play it. Gotham Knights, no. Suicide Squad, no. Short of Mordor, no. Lego games, not really. Who's that? Hitman, want to play. Midway Arcade. Okay, sure, something good in there. Spy Hunter, I don't know it. Defender, Rampage, Paperboy, Robotron, Joust, Gauntlet. Oh my god, I love Gauntlet, man. Seven Sorrows was but Gauntlets? Well, Gauntlet like Dark Legacy? Shit, I'll give it platinum, man. I love Gauntlet. Love the Gauntlet franchise. Prince of Persia 1 was 2D side-scroller platform with puzzles and time maneuvering. POP2 added unfair traps and irrational trials, such as faith jumps where they make no sense. Then again, Prince of Persia 2 was made by Titus. Same day as I thought. The plot of Superman 64. Oh my god. Uber Sprint, is that what that says? Or Super Sprint? I don't even know what that is. Half-Life. Especially Half-Life 2. Absolutely platinum tier. One of the best first-person shooters ever. Portal, I will give it gold because it's certainly a mindfuck. It's certainly a challenging puzzle game. I actually kind of enjoyed the challenge of it, which is not really common for me to say in those types of games. Team Fortress 2, I don't care to play it. What is this? Counter-Strike, same. Don't care to play it either. How many do we got left? Oh my Christ, we still got all these left. Oh my god! Well, some of these down here are the ones that I already put on the list. Alright, we'll see if we can, like, quickly go backwards here. Skullgirls, no. Hades. I'm gonna, let me get my other mouse over here because I gotta go back and forth on the list. Okay. Hades. Oh, I can't click on it? Alright, here we go. Hades. Want to play. Phasmophobia. Trash. Don't know it. Jackbox Party Pack. Platinum. So fun to play with friends. Just Shapes and Beats. I haven't even played VVV, and I already think it's trash. I hate that game. I saw it, don't even want to play it. Ben and Ed, no. Surgeon Simulator, no. What is this? Slender. I'll say have not played, but wouldn't be against it. Where were we? Ben and Ed, Surgeon Simulator, Plague Inc. Evolved. Shut up, or 8 hours later. Plague Inc. Evolved. I think it was I think it's bronze. It's fun enough. What's this one? Limbo. Limbo was fun. I'll give it a gold. Keep Talking and Nobody Dies. I would like to play that. Journey, not really. Happy Wheels, no. Guacamole, no. Grist, don't even know what it is. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, that's going in the trash. Even though I've never even played it, I don't want to play it. It's going in the trash category. Forager, don't know what it is. Duck Game, I don't know. Crypt of the Necro Dancer, nope. Bit Trip, don't know it. Henry Stickmin Collection. All right, I'm gonna give myself away on this one. That's definitely a gold. Love that one. I love that. Did my internet just crash? 11 that happens. Okay. We're back. Speedrunning still. Okay. We were on what? Among Us can go eat a dick. Among Us is absolute trash. Hated it. Doki Doki Club, I don't care to. Don't Starve. Possibly. I'll put it under here. Kerbal Space Program, I don't care. 60 Seconds, no. Polybridge, no. Stick Fight, no. Slime... What? It'll be Slime Rancher? Nah. Fall Guys, I didn't hate it. I mean, I liked it more than Among Us, so I'm not going to put it in trash, but I'll say it's bronze. Row Force, don't know what it is. Something Gungeon, don't know it. Beat Saber, would like to play. Overcooked was okay. Bronze, I guess. Rivals of Ether. What is this one? Hello Neighbor, I guess. Have not played. Geometry Dash, no. Castle Crashers, nah, really. Auto Block Theater. These two aren't bad, but I don't know that there's anybody to play them. Betty and the Ink Machine, would like to play. Super Hot. Actually, I kind of like Super Hot, so gold for Super Hot. Ultimate Chicken Horse, don't know it. Move or Die, don't know it. Octodad, nope, no desire. Spelunky, no. Ukulele, no. Fez, no. Human Fall Flat, no. Gang Beast, no. Ghost Simulator, no. A Hat in Time, don't even know what it is. Stardew Valley, no. Untitled Goose Game, no. Hollow Knight, maybe. Cave Story, don't know what it is. Terraria, no. Celeste, no. What is this? Five Nights at Fuck. Fine, it gets bronze. Binding of Isaac, no. Shantae, I don't think I know what it is. Undertale, not really. It is an RPG, but it's too weird for me as far as like how the gameplay works. It's more of a, it's an RPG, but you also have like platforming in order for the battles. I don't care for that. No, not interested. Five Nights of Fuck, yeah. Five Nights of Fuck. No. Super Meat Boy, definitely not. Shovel Knight, no. Crunker, don't know it. Slither IO, no. Sekiro, no. What is that? Oh, is this Control? Okay, this is Want to Play. Worms, Want to Play. World of Tanks, it was okay. I prefer World of Warships, actually. We Happy Few, wouldn't mind playing. Is this VR chat, I assume? Yeah, okay, I don't care. It's just a game called Snake, no. Roblox, no. Planet Coaster, no. Payday, not really. No Man's Sky, not really. I know a lot of people like it. It's not really something I'm interested in. Ninjala, no. Farming Simulator, no. What's this one? God, fuck, I can barely read it. Oh, Death Stranding. Okay, want to play it. I'm past that. Farming Simulator, City Skylines, Agar.io, no. So anything SpongeBob is a no. Battleground, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, so PUBG, no. Forest, not really. Outlast, I don't really want to play because I've seen it's not interesting to me anymore. Ark, I will put it under bronze because I don't hate it, but I don't want to play it. Angry Birds, okay, I'll give oh shit. Did I lose Angry Birds or is it up there? Shit, where'd I put Angry Birds? Oh, there it is. Angry Birds, I liked it enough. I'll put it under silver. Thank you, Darth. Sorry again for that, chat. Just my power blinked and it killed my lamp up here and my internet. But everything else was fine. Nothing else got bothered. Telltale games. I do like many of the Telltale games, so I want to play. Epic Mickey, not really. Detroit Become Human, I would say yes. Would like to play. Tetris can go kiss left side of my right ass cheek. I could go not just in the trash, but could go in the trash and burn. Jetpack Joyride, don't know it. Fruit Ninja, I actually like Fruit Ninja. I'll say it's gold. Wouldn't say it's platinum. I'd say I really enjoy it, even though I'm bad at it. Brawl Stars, not really. No. Force Unleashed was good. I say Force Unleashed is silver, at the very most, or the very least, I should say. 7 Max, don't know it. Grim Fandango, no. Monkey Island, no. Yokai Watch, no. I don't even know what that is. No. Smite, no. Paladins, no. Club Penguin, no. Disney Universe, played it a long time ago, didn't really care for it myself. Disney Infant, no. Epic Mickey, no. What is this? Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls wasn't bad. I'll give Beyond Two Souls a silver. Oh yeah, I did see that. What did you say about that? Ark was platinum for me, yet fell from grace so hard due to corruption it's under trash now. Oh yeah, can you believe this year was a Team Fortress 2 wannabe based on Star Wars? It was focusing on premium items and even had little faith in their own players, so they injected ads for premium items into the game. Plus you paid for early access. The game multiplayer servers were offline until the early access was over. Sounds like a fuck job right there. We were where? No. Disney Universe, no. Centipede, no. Heavy Rain, like to play. Asteroids, no. Breakout, no. Pong, no. Rocket League. Rocket League was okay. Bronze. Fortnite would go under trash if I could. Well, I could, but I don't want to. Valorant, don't care to play it. League of Legends, same. Cyberpunk, would like to play. Witcher, would like to play. Capcom vs. SNK, have not played. What is this one? Neo Geo, I don't even know. I mean, I know what Neo Geo is, but I don't know. Metal Slug, not really. Fatal Fury, not really. King of Fighters, Sure. Under the have not played category. Dragon City, no. Definitely nothing on WWE. Definitely nothing NBA. Max Payne, maybe. This one. Mafia, maybe. LA Noire, maybe. Civilization, no. Bully, no. Red Dead Redemption. Would like to. Grand Theft Auto, played some. The overall franchise itself, I'd say is silver. I think it's only okay. I don't really love it. No, but there's like the Neo Geo. There's a Neo Geo collection. Or like a collection of Neo Geo games. That's what it's referring to. XCOM, Platinum. I loved XCOM 2. BioShock, very, very good. Gold. Borderlands, Platinum. Star Wars Battlefront, Silver. This is really only the second one was good. Rocket Arena, don't know it. Syndicate, don't know it. Zuma, don't know it. But is this one? Apex Legends, could eat a dick. Zuma, A Way Out, Unravel, Peggle, Spore. Spore was okay. Got boring after you got to the RTS part of it, believe it or not. Unravel, Peggle, Skate, Mirror's Edge, want to play. Where were we? SSX, no. Rock Band, no. Command and Conquer, shit. Where Command and Conquer go? There it is. Command and Conquer. Gold for sure, especially the Tiberium franchise. Dead Space, my first horror game ever, gets platinum level. Only played 1 and 2, never played 3. Titanfall was good. I do want to play it on stream at some point. I'd say it's at least silver, at least Titanfall 2, because it had a story. Mass Effect, Platinum, at least the first 3 games. Burnout. Burnout, good racing game. Silver. I guess that's obviously the Madden NFL franchise. I don't care. FIFA, don't care. Need for Speed, don't care. Battlefield, don't care. SimCity, don't care. Sims, don't care. Plants vs. Zombies, no. Dota 2, no. Left 4 Dead, gold, easily. Team Fortress, and we're back to where we were when we changed sides. Okay. It only took me like 2.5 hours to do this, but there we go. Everything down here are games that I have no interest in playing whatsoever. Under Have Not Played, we've got Mario Tennis. These are games that I haven't played, but I wouldn't be against playing. Mario Tennis, Super Mario Strikers, Mario Super Sluggers, Mario Sports Max, Mario Luigi, Mario Golf, Luigi's Mansion, Diddy Kong Racing, Yoshi, ARMS, Advance Wars, Sonic Racing, Virtua Fighter, Panzer Dragoon, House of the Dead, Dead Rising, Okami, Darkstalkers, Castlevania, Contra, Crackdown, State of Decay, Cuphead, Sunset Overdrive, Banjo-Kazooie, Conquer, Sea of Thieves, Rare Replay, Infamous, Days Gone, Astrobot, Watch Dogs, Beyond Good and Evil, Prince of Persia, Diablo, Pitfall, Batman Arkham series, Slender, Don't Starve, Hello Neighbor, Hollow Knight, We Happy Few, Capcom vs. SNK, King of Fighters, Max Payne, Mafia, and LA Noire. These are games I definitely want to play but have not. Mario Kart, Paper Mario, Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, Golden Sun, Super Smash Bros., Astral Chain, Bayonetta, Sonic Spinball, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Golden Axe, Yakuza, Shenmue, Phantasy Star, Shin Megami Tensei, Skies of Arcadia, Persona, Alien Isolation, Mega Man X, Mega Man Legends, Mega Man Battle, Battle Network, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Dark Souls. Only for Elden Ring specifically. Elden Ring, Lies of P, and Bloodborne. Tomb Raider, Life is Strange, Trials of Mana, Octopath Traveler, Metal Gear, Age of Empires, Fable, Minecraft Dungeons, Ori the Blind Forest. Oh, my mouse up here, so with the other mouse back. Outer Worlds. What is that one? Oh, Hellblade. Hellblade, Killer Instinct, Rage, Prey, Evil Within, God of War, Uncharted, Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, Ico, Last Guardian, Assassin's Creed, Tom Clancy series, specifically The Division, Mario and Rabbids, Far Cry, Anno, Hitman, Midway Arcade, Hades, Keep Talking and Nobody Dies, or Explodes, whatever, Beat Saber, Bendy and Ink Machine, Control, Worms, Death Stranding, the Telltale Games series, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Cyberpunk, Witcher, Red Dead Redemption, and Mirror's Edge. Really want to play as Mario Party, the Mother series, Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem, Tales of series, and Bravely Default. Second Greenfield franchise, enough said. Well, I mean, I've heard a few good things, and I do want to play the 2018 or 2016 version. Trash games are Pac-Man, Silent Hill, specifically Silent Hill 2, Minesweeper, Phasmophobia, VVVV, Getting Over It, even though I haven't played it, I don't want to. Among Us can fucking suck a dick. Tetris can go burn in hell. Fortnite can burn in 3 hells. Bronze level is Pokemon Go, Duck Hunt, Street Fighter, Dino Crisis, Marvel Avengers, Minecraft, Perfect Dark, Skyrim, Starfield, Crash Bandicoot, Guitar Hero, Overwatch, Plague Inc. Evolved, Fall Guys, Overcooked, Five Nights at Freddy's, World of Tanks, Ark Survival Evolved, Rocket League, and Spore. Silver is Pokemon, Resident Evil, Marvel vs. Capcom, Little Nightmares, Xenosaga, Dragon Ball Fighters, Fallout, Quake, Gravity Rush, Until Dawn, Shadow of the Colossus, Uno Spyro, Call of Duty, Injustice, Angry Birds, Star Wars Force Unleashed, Beyond Two Souls, Grand Theft Auto, Star Wars Battlefront, Titanfall, specifically Titanfall 2, and Burnout. Gold is Super Mario, Star Fox, Mega Man, Monster Hunter, specifically Worlds, Rise, and Wilds. Devil May Cry, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, Nier Automata, more specifically Nier Replicant, Halo, Solitaire, GoldenEye, Wolfenstein, Last of Us, specifically Last of Us 1, Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, Mortal Kombat, Portal, Limbo, Henry Stickmin, Super Hot, Fruit Ninja, Bioshock, Command & Conquer, and Left 4 Dead. And then Platinum is Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, specifically Chrono Trigger since I haven't played Chrono Cross, Super Mario RPG, specifically the Switch remake, Gears of War, Destiny, Doom, StarCraft, specifically StarCraft 2, Gauntlet, Half-Life, Jackbox Party Pack, XCOM, specifically XCOM 2, Borderlands, Dead Space, and Mass Effect. Whew! That was a lot to say. I know this was a very long video, especially for the YouTube side of it. Those of you watching live on the stream, I didn't expect it to take this long. Maybe I should like put this up in a couple of parts. But that's going to do it for the KrimKast of my selection of these video game series, franchises and series and whatnot. Again, on the stream side, we are not done with the stream, so don't go anywhere. We are going to jump into more Rage. But as far as the YouTube side of this, we're going to wrap this KrimKast up. I once again apologize for it being so long. I didn't know it was going to take me that long to talk about this many games. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to catch us live, we're over on Twitch at twitch.tv/CommanderKrim. If you want to catch this video over on YouTube, it's on youtube.com/@CommanderKrim. As always, a special appreciation goes out to the men and women of the United States military, both at home and overseas, as well as police officers and firefighters across the country. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. You're all true heroes. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all again, and I'll see you on the next one. You know why I said that twice. I'll see you on the next one again. Bye, everybody.